Yo, what's going on, everybody? Pickaxe Raptor here, and today I'm going to be showing you the best crushers in Guard Crushers 2. All rows, and we are going to be looking at how much money you get in a certain amount of time in these crushers. As a lot of you know, it takes about 15 to 16 seconds to respawn your car after spawning it in. So crushers such as the acid chamber and magnets are not going to count in this competition, because they take so long just to get up there and start crushing your car. You could have crushed it 2 or 3 times in that amount of time. Let's get started right now. So I'm going to be showing you my personal best car. This car right here gives me 38 billion cash every single time I destroy the whole thing. Nothing left over. Now, don't worry, you guys, all you new players that do not have this car, it still works for your car. If you have a free vehicle, if you have a vehicle that only need $30,000 to get, it still works. Now, it does not matter what car you have, these are just the best crushers for all players in these rows. Now, you're a newer player, you only have row 1. What is the 2 best crushers in row 1? Well, the first best crusher right here is Pillar Crusher. When you're a new player driving those free vans around, this is very, very good for you. As you see, I already got 17 billion, now 18 billion cash, 20 billion. This car is a 38 billion car, and I almost have just under 10 billion away from it. This is a very great crusher for you newer players, and it's always a fun one to come and do. And by the time you're done with it, you can go ahead, respawn, and get into it again. Now, what's the best crusher in this row? The absolute best crusher, no questions asked, is Sideways Spinner. This crusher takes a reasonable amount of time to crush your car, sometimes very fast, and as you see, I got 2 billion more than Pillar Crusher. This car destroyed my car completely, it gave me all 38 billion, and for you newer players, beginner players, whatever you are, this is a very good crusher for row 1. Now, let's move on straight to row 2. You're in row 2, you're stuck, you need more cash. You're like, hey, what do I do to get more cash in row 2? The best crusher, second best crusher in row 2, right here, garbage disposal. It takes a very reasonable amount of time to crush your car, burns it completely to a crisp, and as you see, I'm already getting 15 billion, 20 billion, 25 billion. You're going to get your money from whatever car you have. You have a 36,000 value car, crush it in here. You have a free car, crush it in here. You have an OP car, crush it in here. This is one of the best crushers in the game, and the second best for row 2. Now, you're a little more advanced in row 2. You got the second left side path. What crusher are you going to be doing? Well, the hammer is the crusher for you. Not only for cash, but if you're trying to get parts and you're in this area, this is also the best one for parts in row 2. Let's go ahead and drop that 37.08 billion. That's almost my full 38 billion for this car. So yes, guys, this crusher is one of the best crushers in row 2. Now, you're more advanced, you got these billion-dollar cars, maybe you're close to your first trillion-dollar car, you're in row 3. So, what are the 2 best crushers in row 3? Well, let me show you. You're on row 3 right side, and you're trying to unlock those all-new crushers. If you're trying to gain parts, the Wrecking Ball is the crusher for you. But you're watching this video for cash. Right here is the best crusher on the right side of row 3 for cash. It is the Volcano Pit, and I am going to burn alive here. Oh no. This crusher destroys your car in a pretty good amount of time. As you see, I already got my 37 billion, almost 38 billion, and this crusher is the second best crusher in row 3. Now, you're advanced in row 3. You're just trying to get these awesome vehicles that explode. Maybe you're trying to get the drill. Whatever you're trying to get on the left side of row 3, let me show you what the best crusher is in row 3. It's right here. This is actually my favorite crusher in the whole game. the Base Blaster. Go ahead, activate this crusher. Most of the time it plays music. For me, it's glitching out. Now run over here if you don't have Superhuman and watch the work. This thing uses the base to blow up your car and blast it into a million pieces. As you see, I got my 38 billion. Max amount I need for my car. This is the best crusher in row 3 and one of the best in the entire game. Now, you can be a newer player, you can be a medium player, whatever player you are, you can be in row 4 as long as you have the Robux to buy it. So, we have a premium and a VIP side. The VIP side, you're more in cars for VIP. But I will tell you that the best crusher on VIP side, time and cash-wise, is the blender. Normally, it does take a little bit of extra time to destroy your car. But as you see right here, we got 38 billion in under 2 seconds in this crusher. This has to be the second best crusher in the entire game. But because we're in Time Rise, you're not going to want to use it all the time, as it does take you a while to respawn afterwards. Now, the best crusher in the game, time-wise and cash and parts, is for sure Super Blast. You get this for playing the 190 Robux fee for premium crushers. Go ahead, come in here, activate it, run for your life if you don't have Superhuman, and watch the work. 38 billion in under a millisecond after it explodes. And it looks pretty cool too. Very awesome, very satisfying, and this crusher has to be the best in the entire game. Now, they are going to be adding a row 2 soon, and once that comes out, I will be updating this video. I hope all of you enjoyed, and
So I was just running around on a mountain using admin speed, and I came across this like volcano obstacle pit with like giant poles in it, and I'm trying to find the way out. And well, as you see, I just did something that I never seen before. Figure it out if you can. All right, bye.